Let me tell you about my friend Gordon Earsley. We moved to Hoodsport in 1972, and after living in isolated areas without library services like Devil's Tower, Wyoming, and Death Valley, California, we were delighted to have Timberland's bookmobile come up and turn around and park in our driveway. And at that time, I believe it also went to the sales office up at Lake Fishman and the Hoodsport Library, post office. We were hooked. Our local library gradually evolved into a storefront facility near the post office. During a trip to the library in 1989, while I sought out trashy novels, my wife Karen placed interlibrary loan requests for her master's degree requirements. During that time, we met Gordon Earsley, at the time a part-time highway flagger, and not very satisfied with his job. As Gordon and I became acquainted, we shared a strong interest in reading and furthering our library. As members of the fledgling Friends group, Gordon and librarian Nancy Triplett learned of the North Mason Library building being surplus to make room for a new building. Gordon, also known as Mr. Energy, and the Friends group called a community meeting to brainstorm the possibility of utilizing North Mason's building before it was demolished. Number one, we were to solve how to move it. Number two, we were to solve where to put it. Having some knowledge of moving buildings with heavy lift helicopters, I volunteered to investigate that possibility. Another member in the group, Corinne McCready, is she here?
McGrady.
McGrady, with a G, had experience dealing with house movers while rescuing historic buildings on the East Coast. Corinne and I were tasked with those possibilities. Gordon assembled another group made up of property owners, realtors, businesses looking into building locations. In short order, Corinne contacted Lindsay Moving in Seattle, who had a successful history of moving buildings on barges. The helicopter option was quickly dropped. Flash forward to 1996. And a show-me trip with Service Center personnel and Bill Lawrence, a trustee who is proving to be a strong advocate and ally. Toured Greater Hoodsport, examining property possibilities. The best was left for last, and the property we are standing on was selected. The negotiations, compromises, closing, contract with Lindsay, etc. is another story. But Gordon was not done yet. The landing site for the barge on the east side of Highway 101 and 119 was a muddy bog of blackberry bushes. Gordon led several work parties in clearing blackberry vines and spreading wood chips for the support wheels under the building sections. In March 1997, after delays involving tides and an earlier commitment to move a large home from the shores of Lake Washington to Lopez Island, Lindsay rolled ashore and brought one of Hoodsport's greatest additions, our library. Gordon knew he could contribute more to the library role in the community and enrolled in the library tech course at Clover Park Community College. After working at Hoodsport, he worked as long as he could at the McClary branch. He kept his interest in the Hoodsport Friends group, and with his wife Marilyn, hosted an annual summer barbecue potluck for over 25 years at their home on Finch Creek. Thank you for the opportunity to tell the Gordon Earsley story.